Welcome to Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. My name's Ian, and I'm here today with another unboxing. This unboxing is actually the second take I'm doing this because I was recording and then realized that it had stopped recording when I moved my cursor over. So, today we are unboxing Windmill Valley, another one of the big name games coming in the second half of this year. So, let's get down to the table and see what's in the box. All right, first of all, we have this extra little set of tiles. I'll talk about those in just a minute when I go through the rule book. I already have the shrink wrap off it since I have filmed this twice now. So let's just get into what's in the box. We have our rule book. Beautiful rule book, beautiful artwork. Got your game components, nice pictures of all of them. The solo components are down here, separated out so you know which things you need for solo right away without having to go into the solo book. Assembling the windmill boards, so it tells you how to assemble those. Got to put them in certain spots when you start assembling them. And then you got your game setup with numbers all the way around. So you got your order of setup, and there are numbers on everything that tell you what everything is. Love the love that. That is a pretty common thing, but every once in a while the setup page is just not really good. So really nice to see a nice setup page. Playing the game gives you a little overview of the Gilder track, the gaining tulip bulbs, and turn structure. And then it tells you your turn structure. So you have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Step 4, you perform actions, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different actions that you can do. Haven't dove too much into the game, so I'm not sure how many of those you can actually do on your turn. I'm going to guess you can't do all 7 of them every turn, but we will see. Then game end scoring, scoring your contracts, and then scoring the windmill groups and scoring patches. Final score and breaking ties, and then an expert variant. Something I probably will not ever dive into. Um, as more of a casual gamer, I just like to sit and have fun with the game. So we have the appendix. We have a nice little picture of the actions you can take. Tells you what page they're all on and general stuff. Then we go into the enhancements, which is what this extra little pack I got when I got the game comes with. Farm enhancement cards. Farm enhancement cards, more of them. And then you got your starting farm enhancements and Queen's Wishes. You got your credits. Then the one thing I'm not crazy about on this rulebook is it's just a picture on the back. I would really like to see. I like when rulebooks have a quick little glimpse as to what everything is. Um, Structure, just everything on there. I think this is kind of wasted space by just having the picture that you have on the front. On the here, it's on the solo mode book again. As we get into the solo mode book, once again, the solo mode book also has just the picture on the back. So I think this is kind of wasted opportunity here to not use the back to give people a quick guide. You're gonna have to probably open up the book quite often to clarify things, especially some symbols. So solo mode, you're playing against the gardener. So you have the gardener's area over here. Sets up very similar. We'll take a look at that a little bit more. Once again, general concepts, some important changes. So it goes over the changes and the gardener's cards, gives you a detailed look at those and the rewards. And then the gardener's turn order, floodgate adjustment. So there's an adjustment. So there's some adjustments you have to make. And then lowering the water level, the calendar, actions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions. Game end and scoring. And then the back. So let's take a look at what's in here. Let's just take a look at these first since they are on top, since I've already unboxed this. These are all of our cards. And let me get the rule book here. Let me slide this up some so that it's out of the way so that I can get the rule book in front of me so I can tell you what all of these cards are. So here is your solo gardener cards. So you've got your, looks like that's probably how much they turn their dial, do some stuff on the board. Two-sided, so they're doing a couple different things there. Looks like they might be taking a card away. Then you have these blue-backed ones, which have a ship on them, and that makes sense. These are the foreign trade cards. So with foreign trade, they're coming over by ship to make trades with you. Then you have your 6 starting farm enhancement cards. So they're the green ones here. These are your starting farm enhancements. Once again, two-sided. Not sure what each side means yet. And then you have your farm enhancement cards. Nice little someone signing a contract with a quill pen. You see you got some different people and some different abilities, it looks like, on these. There's red ones. There's yellow on the bottom. There's blue on the bottom. I'm guessing that those each have kind of their own unique ability that they do. So let's get all of those cards placed in a bag here for now until I can separate them. They give you, speaking of bags, this is a lot of bags. You'll see why in just a minute. Then we have our player markers. Each player gets 3 large or 3 regular and 2 small player markers. Then we have, it's called Windmill Valley, so we've got our windmills. Really nice, thick wood windmills. You can see how thick those are. I really appreciate the very simple screen printing or whatever on them. Just one color. They're all just highlighted with white stuff. I like a simple meeple personally myself. I think they look nicer if they're just a solid color with like 1, maybe 2 colors enhancing the details of it. Not a big fan of real elaborate ones that have a lot of stuff going on. And I'm not a fan of stickers. I know a lot of people are, but I'm personally not a fan of stickers. Then we have our gears. Not going to take all these out, but here's our gears. I think they're. I'm thinking they're all the same. So let me actually take one of the small ones out. I didn't actually take them out on the previous look, but yeah. So the small ones are all the same. So I don't want to take all those out quite yet. So I'm ready to put all those together. Then you have your large gear with the red line there. So set those over here. You got your pieces to put your gears together in this bag. Here are your floodgate marker and water level marker are these cubes that are inside this bag. And then you got these little discs that are neutral markers. Then we have, this is always a nice component, and these are your player aid cards. So you have 4 player aid cards. You have your turn structure, and you have your actions. Since will most likely be played only solo and 2-player, it'll be nice to have both of those, one on each side. And then this nice, you have the gardener's turn. You have a player aid card for the gardener's turn. Love it when they give you a solo mode card to remember what the solo mode is going to be. So that is the player aid cards. And then we have our farm boards. So these are all the same. So you got a little dual layer for tracking over here. You got some spots to actually put stuff in over here. And then you're going to slide some things, looks like some contracts maybe, and some different enhancements. Really nice. It's dual layer on the back, so you can actually slide things under them nicely. And they've even got these little, if you can see right there. Let's see if I can get that. You can see just a little notch there, so that you can slide the 3 there and the 4 there. It's a nice little touch. That's I'm not gonna put that back in that bag. I don't think I'll just store them in the box. Then we have all of our punch boards, which are Not in the same order they were the first time I filmed this. They are actually backwards. But it's not that big of a deal. So you have all your tulip bulbs. 5 different colored tulips. Then you have your tool tokens. So you see these are I'm guessing you can just trade in if you have 5 of them to make it easier. They're shaped like gears as well. Then you got the small ones here. Okay. Then you have your X tiles. You have your overlay tile. This is for the solo mode, the overlay tile. One thing I would like though, um, since this is just going to overlay on top of one of the farm boards, it would have been nice if that would have been some sort of dual layer as well, so this could set into it and just instead of sitting on top of it. Not that big of a deal, but it would have been nice. This is your calendar limit tile. These are your 100 point, and these are two sides of 100 point and 200 point scoring tiles. Then you have all of your, let me flip it this way, your common, your uncommon, and your unique wheel enhancements. So that's where this extra little thing comes in. There are 4 more uncommon and 3 more unique enhancements. It looks like. I don't think they're replacements. I think they're just extras. And then you have more of those small tool tokens, and you have your gears. So here's your windmill boards that you're going to put those gears on. And we got 2 of those punch boards. All right, so we're going to put those back in that bag because I'm not planning on punching those yet. And I don't want any of those pieces to just be floating around in the bag. In the box. And then we have one last thing, which you can kind of see in the bottom of the box. All right, let's put those there. And that is the board. It is really tight in there, so it does take flipping it over. And this is a big board. It is a 6-fold board, so it is quite large. And it will actually not completely fit on my camera, but we'll start. Oops, I got that upside down. Let's flip that on. All right. So starting here in the upper left, you can see you got a spot for some cards there, some enhancements there, or those farm enhancements and farm enhancements here with the cards. Oh, these are the gear enhancements, and then the farm enhancements. Then you got you got your scoring track all the way around. Let's slide that up a little bit. You got your foreign trade. Got some more stuff down here, and then here's the main board. Let's see if we can get that on camera, just about. Okay. All right. So there was Windmill Valley. Let's get this back in here. Slide that back in there. Not going to put those back in the bag, so that's going to just go right there. Put these gears in. Make sure these cards make it in here. Windmills. Those, this large pile of bags, which you can now see what those are all for. Solo rule book and the regular rule book. Pop that lid back on. And there you go. There was what's in the box for Windmill Valley. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below and subscribe up above. If you want to see more of my unboxing videos, you can follow that link to the rest of the What's in the Box videos. Once again, this has been Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. My name's Ian, and I'll see you next time at the table.